Everything you said they already knew, more or less.
Well, here's something that you didn't know. 2 of those special atomic bombs haven't gone off.
And now, beautiful Nakhon Phanom. Okay, we are here in Nakhon Phanom. I'm going to try out a new restaurant, or I say a different restaurant here on the river. So. Hey y'all, Chuck here in Paige in Thai Phanom, Thailand. Today we are headed to immigration. Gonna do my TM30 check-in. Every time I leave the country and come back and I get a new TM6 arrival card, I have to take that to the immigration office and check in. Now the only reason why I have to do it is because I live here in my in-laws' house. And if I lived in a hotel or lived in a resort or lived in some kind of long stay, it would be up to the owner of the property to do that. Just like really it's up to the owner of my in-laws. If I had my own yellow book, then I wouldn't need to have a copy from my father-in-law or the landlord or any of that stuff. But I don't have one. I don't have it yet. The place here, and I know every place is different, but mine here in my province, they want me to get my passport translated into Thai language as part of the paperwork process for me to get my own yellow book here registered in this household, which would come with a kind of like a Thai ID card, but it's more like a foreigner's ID card. Looks similar to a Thai card, but I haven't got that yet. So once I get that, then I can go by myself and check my own self in later on if I want to. That's not a big deal for me. But because I have that new stamped TM6 in my passport, they know that I've traveled. When I travel around Thailand, nobody knows. They have no way of keeping record of any time I go anywhere overnight anyway. So, but there's a lot of talk on the internet about things that have changed. I don't know. I just assume go to my local immigration office and see if anything has changed with them. So, gonna do that. All I need is my passport with the TM6. I need a copy of the TM6. I need a copy of my passport. I don't have a yellow book, and and neither does Paige, but I have to get a signed copy of the blue book of the landowner, which is my father-in-law, and a signed copy of front and back of his Thai ID card. So the immigration office here said it was okay for me to do that. So if you live in like on somebody's property, and you want to, so wherever you live, if you want to handle this yourself, you could ask the immigration office there if you could just bring the copy of the landowner's information, and normally that works. But the first time you're going to have to bring them, I think, and then have them ask for you. If next time you want to do your check-in, do that. But some people say it's really big inconvenience, and every time you travel you have to do this check-in. But like I've said many times before, it's up to the responsibility of the hotel or wherever you're staying at when you're traveling within Thailand for them to do that, not your responsibility. But if you do have a new TM30 in your passport and they can't see that you have been in and out of the country, make sure that the person you're staying with does go check you in, that you have returned and living on their property. So like I said, if you can get by with just their copies and do it yourself, then it's no problem. But we rarely leave the country. I think we've done it maybe 3 times this year, so I've only had to do the TM30 that many times. But yeah, somebody also said that they're going to have a insurance requirement starting October 31st, mandatory health insurance. I find that extremely hard to believe, but hey, let's go to my local immigration office and see see if they're going to make that mandatory, and if not, what the fine is and all that good stuff. So I wish I could bring the camera in there, but it's not allowed. I just got finished washing my dirty, filthy truck. Yeah, I slept about 7 hours last night. I feel pretty good. I'm hoping I get through the jet lag really quick. We were traveling for 2 days straight from the United States back here. Very tired, but I want to go. I just got this new satchel, I guess you could call it, or saddle bag for my bike. But I'm thinking about going on a long bike ride tomorrow. I'm 91 kilograms right now. That is excessive for me. So depending on how well I sleep tonight, I'll make the decision tomorrow. Anyway, let's go to Nakhon Phanom. Klaus and Thun told us about a new restaurant on the river. We're gonna go check that out too. So happy to be back home. Everything is pretty green out here right now. It's the end of the rainy season. Actually the beginning of the, I don't know what you'd call it. I guess the not as hot as usual season is happening right now. So we have a little bit of a cold front coming tonight. It's supposed to drop down about, I don't know, maybe 5 degrees, I think, tomorrow, Celsius. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I talk about sometimes what other people comment in the comment section, and then, you know, a lot of other people like to comment and say, don't read into the negativity, and just keep making good content and don't worry about that. But I think most of you get it, some of you don't. It doesn't bother me what people say in my comment section. But what I like to do is, a lot of times people have a perception, or they make comments about things that aren't factual. So what I try to do on my YouTube channel is just show you guys reality Thailand, just show my experience, and that's all. But a lot of people make videos that don't even live in Thailand, or go on vlog sites or blog sites, and they say things that are way out of bounds, I think. Now, it is possible some of it's true depending on what province they live in and their situation, how they acted accordingly to whatever they were trying to get accomplished, because that has a lot to do with how things go when it comes to dealing with logistics here in Thailand. So attitude is a lot, so maybe, you know, maybe things were different for them. But, you know, I like to share about, you know, when they start talking about the TM30 and stuff like that, how difficult it is and blah, blah, blah. Sometimes I like to share those comments and other comments too, which I have in my last recent videos, just because, you know, I like to just show you guys a different perspective from an actual event, and not just saying, hey, this is how it is, you know, and not backing it up. But I do talk to quite a bit of people that share their experiences with me, and then I try to share that too, but it's not always going to be the same for everybody. So don't think I'm feeding into the negativity and it bothers me. It's just that I know some of this stuff is misleading that people say, and I just want to share my experience. I really could give a crap what they say, the negativity, but I think a lot of times they pollute the internet with stuff that's not true. But, you know, a lot of people that want to believe into that stuff, they probably couldn't live in Thailand anyway. But sometimes they do like to share their opinions. And for people that are really, truly wanting to come retire in another country, I think it's important to hear another side of a scenario, of something, a real event that happened, and not just some guy talking crap on the internet. So don't get me wrong about, oh, you know, you shouldn't feed into the negativity. I'm not. I'm just sharing information, and my vlog, my channel is about, you know, just being happy and enjoying life. Yeah, that's all. And sometimes it's fun. Somebody says some kind of stupid comment, you know, respond back to them back and forth most of the time because it's a waste of time, you know, to do that over the internet. But sometimes it's fun for me just to kind of say something sarcastically on the internet about it. But anyway, life is good. I ain't gonna worry about nothing. That's my beautiful temple. I just washed my damn truck. I hope it doesn't rain.
If it's not rain, it's not you.
You happy to be home? So were you pretty happy traveling in the U.S.?
Good food.
Good food, but if you had to choose, you would choose which, Thailand, or you would choose America to live?
You have to choose.
Well, you don't have to choose, but what do you prefer?
Well, you gotta have money and have to work.
If you don't have money, you have to work here, right? Is that what you're saying? You'd rather live in the U.S. if you had to work? Oh, okay. But since you got a sugar daddy, stay in Thailand. Okay, let's go. Immigration's about to go to lunch, so we're gonna go eat lunch first.
Don't go there when they're about to go to lunch.
Yeah.
They're not gonna be happy.
Right. Yeah. Go after lunch. If
Go
you
there
go,
when they get food.
we've went before, and they just take your stuff and say come back later, and they keep it. And then when you get back, maybe they have a question and they didn't do anything. So I think we only did that one time. Yeah, their tummy's full and they're happy. And Thai ambulance. No noise, just go. This one's going pretty fast though. Usually they're not going anywhere quick.
Well, maybe they already have people there. But sometimes they don't go too fast because people that injured, they can't.
Oh, that makes more sense. Yeah.
The road's not that smooth.
It's almost harvesting time of the rice. Once the rice starts to get a little bit brown on the tip, you know, obviously that's rice. Then they'll start harvesting it. And then after that, we get to have another burning season again. They just burn, and it's difficult to ride your bike with all that damn smoke. Okay, we are here in Nakhon Phanom. I'm gonna try out a new restaurant, or I say a different restaurant here on the river. So he says he has gayang, so I see you got a lot of fish. So anyway, let's go check it out on the river here. Sit and relax. You gonna get you a massage today? Tomorrow? Paige's back is still hurting. Looks like a pretty cool place. Now, Klaus and Thun were telling me about some place on the river, but I don't know exactly which one it is, and they went back to make their way back to Prachuap today. Look, guys, there is the bike path that I've been telling you guys about for the longest time that they're going to make all the way to Nakhon Phanom. And the river is a little bit on the dry side. But anyway, very cool. Hopefully it's smooth. Laos. Leo. Our first Leo since we've been back home.
Finish it.
Here's to back home.
It's good.
It's very good. That does not look very safe. Little thin plywood and some 2x4s and sticks. I got my radar detector some people were asking, I mentioned I was going to buy a radar detector in Thailand. Not because I want to speed everywhere, it's because it's difficult sometimes to drive 90 km/h. I don't know if you realize that, but that's like a little over 50 miles per hour. Sometimes you're not paying attention and there's a lot of cameras or some guy in a bush with a radar or a police officer. So I got that so that I won't accidentally get a ticket for accidentally speeding. That was some good food, really good. We got a new place to take the mafias. I offered to take them today or tomorrow, but they're busy, so. But yeah, that was a lot of really good food. Nice breeze on the river, and it was only $22 US. And it was with 2 grown-up sized beers.
Grown-up size?
Yeah. They just had the Fireboat Festival, Lai Rua Fai, which was a couple days ago. Very, very busy here in this town during that time. We came one time, we drove here, and that was the last time. I said, no, it's too many people. But it's very fun, and it's very popular to see in this town in October. Is it always in October? Yeah, October. Okay. Payana. Beautiful Nakhon Phanom. My immigration office right here. Well, we're finished with our TM30. It was very easy to do. Just showed the document, but I went in there and asked a lot of questions. So I was in there for 45 minutes talking to them about insurance. So good news and probably very bad news. The good news is they fixed the 90-day check-in. So now we're able to do our 90-day check-ins online. I'll share a link to a video that I made that gives you the directions on how to do the 90-day check-in online. If you want to watch it, you can watch it, or I left some websites below in the description box of that video that you can go and check it out. But so the 90-day check-in, we don't have to come here, we can do it online. Now when I came into Thailand through the airport, I got a new 90-day check-in stamp, so it starts on the time I enter Thailand. So I don't have to go back again till November. But I'm going to try to do it online. We've already tried one time before, and it kept saying pending, pending, pending. Now they say they fixed it. So insurance requirements in Thailand. So a subscriber sent me a message the other day talking about the mandatory insurance, and I said no, there is none. The people have been talking about that for a while, but I just got back from my immigration, and here's the deal. So starting October 31st, it is mandatory for you to have health insurance on a retirement visa. So when you apply for your retirement visa in the States, you have to show that you have insurance, you have health care, and then you can get your visa. So when you come here and you get your extension, you're gonna have to show that you have health insurance. So if you already live here and you're 70 years old, it's gonna be very difficult for you to get insurance. But they are working on something right now in Thailand. Hopefully very soon they're going to come up with some kind of affordable insurance for people that are over the age of 65 years old. They don't have it yet. They know it's going to be a crisis. They know there's plenty of people that live in Thailand that are over the age of 70 years old, but they're working on something right now to be able to provide health care for these people. So I know there's some stuff that you can get is very expensive for people over 65 years old. But that's the deal. They want people with a retirement visa, only the retirement visa, to have insurance. If you're here on a marriage visa, it's not required. If you're here on a tourist visa, it's not required. If you're here On a work visa, on any kind of other visa, education visa, only the retirement visa. So if you want to retire and be self-sufficient in Thailand, they expect you to have insurance starting October 31st. So there it is. I don't see any information quite yet on the internet, but that is what they're telling me today, that is going to start October 31st. So anyway, I hope that doesn't ruin things for anybody, but I believe that it's going to be a little bit of a crisis, but I think they're going to try to figure something out with offering some kind of something for people that are older, you know. So I think they're going to have to, don't you?
Yeah.
So it'll happen.
Something with deductible.
Something with a high deductible. It'll be something, but they're going to come up with something. So anyway, that's the little bit of change that's happening in Thailand right now. So let's go to Macro, get some stuff.
Because I saw like I can get something deductible and then pay with my age only 5,000 a year. You know, 5,000 baht a year. That don't require a whole lot.
I see.
But then my work something 100 and the document is less.
Okay, one more thing I forgot to mention. So I came here on an O visa, which is a marriage visa, because hang on, there's dogs, there's trucks. Come on, puppy. I came here on a marriage visa because I was only 47 or 48. I think I was 47 when I got here. So I couldn't get the retirement visa. But she said this, she said, I don't have to worry about it because my original visa is a marriage visa, but I changed it to a retirement visa. But my sticker in my passport is an O visa, and a stamp that I get every year for my extension now is OA. So she said I don't have to worry about it because my original one, and this is kind of strange, but my original one was a marriage visa, so I don't have to worry about it, even though I have insurance. So anyway, if you come here on an O visa, you don't have to worry about it. And then you can change it to an OA and nobody cares, I guess. So
Maybe I thought you have your wife to take care of you.
yeah, and that's
You're
probably
not
the
alone.
truth. Macro. I know some of you guys are stressed out about the insurance deal, but don't. It'll all get worked out. They'll figure something. Like Paige was saying, they probably come up with something like a 50,000 baht deductible, where it really is only good if you have like a major heart attack or something to make it affordable for you to get. So it'll happen. But I mean, if you have insurance now, you can get your 1-year visa in your home country and not worry about it for a year. It's always fun. Women in the bathroom while you're using the bathroom. Funny. Okay, this is Macro, giant like a Sam's Club or a Costco for people in the United States. I don't know where Paige is. Oh, we forgot our card, so she's got to get a temporary card. Is this your milk right here? Is that it? This is Paige drinks. This is really good pasteurized Thai Denmark milk. I got my butter. Oh, now they got that. Yeah, get that. They got this too. They got a whole bunch. Every time we come, they got new stuff, you know. A lot of new style
Garlic butter.
cheese for pizza. I always get that big thing of butter. It's about like $12 for this big thing right here, butter. But I usually buy whipping cream. They only had this before, but now they got in a bag and they got in the can. A lot of it. So yeah, and in a carton. A lot of stuff. Now we got stuff to make garlic bread. Now I gotta make bread, huh? Now they have a lot of beef. That looks pretty good for seasoning for steaks. Yeah, no more snake for no more steak for a little while.
Yeah.
But now we have an option. Yeah, now they have some traveling Fruit Loops. Yeah, and it's only $1.50 for that. Frosted Flakes, Cocoa Loops, Corn Flakes.
They got chocolate Fruit Loops.
Yeah. Do you want some fake sugar? Okay. Here, look.
Ah.
Okay, we need coffee. Okay, huge bag of coffee. I think that's it. Okay, need to buy some traveling soap. I just got off the phone with Joe, Foreigner Joe, and we are going to be planning our trip here to Phuket in a couple of weeks. It's going to be awesome fun. I like these little traveling soap here. You got to make sure you don't get the kind that I don't like the stuff with the cooling crap in there. It doesn't feel good when you wash down below. Hey, this doesn't have the cooling crap in it, does it? Is this it?
No.
Okay, good. Yeah, this is the stuff with the cooling stuff in it here, with the ice cubes. It should be like flames though. Yeah, have to get some freshen up traveling baby powder. Yeah. How about some Listerine? Listerine's kind of expensive. This is 58 baht, but oh, there's only like 3 in there. There's, how many are in here? Yeah, there's more. Well guys, that's it on our way home. Gotta probably either take a nap or go to sleep. We're still really jet lagged, so I don't know. We probably probably stay up for a while and then go to sleep early tonight. I hope you got some good information. I always try to share any kind of new information that I get. I don't always like to share what ifs because sometimes, most of the time, they don't happen here. It's just talk. I'm sure they are gonna have some problems with any kind of new rule that they pass, but I'm sure it'll work out. So anyway guys, thanks for watching. If you liked today's video, don't forget to click like. We've got a lot of awesome adventures coming up real soon, so please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.